In today's video, we're going to see 15 unbelievable animal moments caught on camera. Number 15. Monkey City Takeover. In the midst of the coronavirus, people are not the only species that are affected. Animals too, especially monkeys, also suffered from the backlash. In the town of Lopburi in Thailand, monkeys are the main tourist attraction in the city though. People go there to visit ancient temples and feed the monkeys bananas and other fruits as food. But with the tourism industry drying up because of COVID, hundreds if not thousands of monkeys swarmed this ancient city. Residents had to get creative so that the primates wouldn't invade their homes. After all, everyone is starving, not only the monkeys. Number 14. Gorilla saves a 3-year-old boy. This isn't the incident from Harambe, thank God. In 1996, a 3-year-old boy fell into a gorilla enclosure in Brookfield Zoo, Illinois. The boy was then approached by Binti, who immediately cradled him and brought him to the entrance where rescuers were stationed. The zoo authorities stated that Binti has a close affinity with humans, especially children, because the gorilla was abandoned when she was a child. It was humans who adopted her, took care of her, and raised her. All of this was fortunately caught in a heart-stopping video. It's pretty incredible to watch this animal tenderly cradling and saving the unconscious boy. Number 13. Man attacked by a huge crocodile. A 68-year-old man's supposed birthday celebration became a day of horror when he was attacked by a 12-foot crocodile at an amusement park in the Philippines. The harrowing event was caught in a shaky video by one of the amusement park goers. The man entered the enclosure where the crocodile was kept and was planning to have his picture taken with the turtle statue in what he thought was a concrete crocodile installation. But it suddenly went tragic as the crocodile grabbed him by the arm and dragged him through the water. The croc latched at the man while the crowd was screaming and anxiously waiting for the rescuers to arrive. The man fought off the crocodile and dragged his injured body out of the enclosure, which I'm sure is going to be one birthday he isn't going to forget. Number 12. Hyena grabs buffalo in the privates. Well, we all know that a kick to the privates can make even the strongest man kneel, but what more if someone bites it? Ugh, I'm just shuddering at it. This painful yet amazing video was caught on camera, which was a hyena stalking a sleeping bull. The hyena went in circles, testing if it would respond or not. The bull, however, despite the hyena's continuous probing, didn't seem to mind. He just remained nice and chilled out, until the hyena bit him in the privates. Oh, this poor bull. The bull went in circles as the hyena latched on and stretched his privates. The bull continued to move in circles until he shook off the mighty hyena. Although hyenas are known to be scavengers, they may attack these giants in the wild by biting the privates of the bull. Eventually, though, the bull kneels out of pain, which is pretty understandable, but then the rest of the pack comes to subdue him. Number 11. Toads riding on a snake. Most of the time, frogs are the perfect meal for snakes, but sometimes the world gets crazy when something like these videos get caught on camera. That would be a toad riding on a snake. Now, we can admit that some species of toads and frogs are toxic, thus this is the perfect deterrent for other animals to avoid them. Well, in these videos, we can see that some toads and frogs are using this deterrent to hitch a ride in the back of a python. Why swim and exert yourself escaping a flood when you can look cool and get a hitch on the back of a python? These toads seem to think the same thing as they hopped without fear onto the python's back. Number 10. Parrot calls help and summons the police. This unsuspecting man was busy minding his own business and fixing his car when he was approached by the police. His neighbors called the police after hearing the screams of help from the man's house. The man took it in stride and simply laughed when the police asked him if they could enter his home. The incident was captured by the man's Ring camera as he and the police laughed the incident off. The suspect, Rambo, a 40-year-old parrot, gamely put on a show for the officers. He was crying, "Help and let me out," which the neighbor thought was some kind of trapped or kidnapped individual, and I don't blame them. The cry was taught by the owner himself to Rambo when he was young and was still living in a cage. Well, this story can be titled The Parrot Who Cried Wolf, I suppose. Number 9. Tiger wants your car. On a safari in India, big cats like to play with big toys. The video shows a Bengal tiger, one of the rarest animals in the world, gnawing on a car. The video shows the tiger approach the car and starts to bite and drag it. The passengers can then be heard saying that they're pretty terrified, understandably so. One of the passengers actually tried to shoo the tiger away, but he was relentless. Teeth marks can be seen from the car's bumper where the tiger bit it off, and I guess the tiger just wanted to play with the giant car. Perhaps next time they'll bring a giant chew toy for this sort of occasion. Number 8. The Clingy Panda. Pandas are probably one of the cutest and the clingiest animals on Earth. Baby pandas raised in captivity are especially so, as they can often be seen hugging their keepers. This video in particular shows that a baby panda wanted to follow its keeper everywhere. The keeper was doing some chores and put the panda back on its platform, but the stubborn, cuddly animal still wanted to be with its human. He latches onto his keeper's legs despite the keeper's several attempts to make him let go. Well, don't we all wish to have that cuddly, clingy panda? Poor baby panda. Certainly hope that he can have his cuddle time soon. Number 7. Giraffe lifts boy from the ground. Petting zoos are one of the most popular kid destinations before the pandemic hit. There are a lot of interesting activities like animal feeding, much like the case of this boy. The parents, together with the little boy, are feeding the giraffe. When the giraffe did take the leaf from the boy's hand, the young lad forgot to let go and the giraffe lifted him off. Shrieking, the boy's mother and father immediately pulled him back to the ground. The boy was still not letting go of the leaf, and a small tug-of-war issued between the family and the giraffe. Later on, the boy did let go, and he was finally safe. Number 6. Penguin's Narrow Escape. This video caught the narrow escape of a penguin from a group of killer whales in Antarctica. The man on the video was caught saying, "Swim, Jimmy, swim," as the penguin scrambles and hops onto the tourist boat. After the penguin, dubbed Jimmy, safely sets himself on the boat, the whales somewhat trail the boat looking for Jimmy. Tourists, on the other hand, give a loud cheer and shelter Jimmy until its pursuers are no longer interested. The whales didn't get their snack, and Jimmy became a crowd favorite. Number 5. The Deep Sea Squid. The Kraken is a legendary monster of the deep and known by different names in various cultures around the world. So it's really no surprise that the myth of the Kraken is not just a myth, but based on this deep-sea creature called the giant squid. In the videos, different sightings of giant squids swimming like a ghost in the ocean can be seen. There are brave explorers who came face to face with this terrifying sea creature before. It can grow up to 13 meters in length, and those tentacles and beaks of theirs really are the stuff of nightmares. Giant squids can be aggressive and attack deep-sea divers, so next time you're in the ocean, beware of the tentacles that might drown you. Number 4. Christmas Island turns red. Red is one of Christmas's colors. An island in Australia called Christmas Island turns red every year as red crabs migrate to the island to mate and spawn. Every year, tourists flock to the island from October to January to witness this amazing phenomenon. The crabs do migrate from the forest into the ocean, flooding the streets, climbing over fences, and crossing roads. The male crab would arrive to make burrows for the female crab to stay while they hatch their eggs after mating. After 3 weeks, female crabs will then return to the forest and return to the beach the following year to do the process all over again. Number 3. Bears and naughty cubs crossing the road. When we talk about traffic, most of the time it involves road accidents, but this video proves that not all traffics are tragic. In fact, it can sometimes be described as cute too. Watch as this mama bear juggles with her naughty cubs as they cross the road. Amused drivers just let mama bear be as she took her cubs one by one by one. The naughty cubs, on the other hand, dart back and forth as the exasperated mama bear picks them up by their necks. Took her about 2 minutes to finally manage her cubs and safely cross the road. Honestly, these cubs kinda looked like they were on a sugar rush to me. Number 2. Snakes on a toilet bowl. Well, we all know that snakes love cold and dark places. They can enter our house through pipes and roam in the living area. Snakes are kinda like a silent thief that can leave a house undetected. Unfortunately, some snake and human encounters can be dangerous, and if not for the homeowner being vigilant, can turn deadly. For instance, watch as this homeowner found a cobra on his toilet. This video, captured in 2019, shows the man bravely pushing the cobra down back to the bowl with a bent stick. When asked why he didn't call the wildlife services, the man said that the snake left on his own through the drain. We better look around in the loo before doing our business to make sure that there's no slithery friends hiding in our bowl. Before we move on, do me a favor. My analytics show that only about 15% of you watching are actually subscribed. Come on guys, what's up with that? Can you guys please hit the subscribe button? You guys watch my videos every day anyway, so you might as well subscribe and keep up to date with every video we put out. Number 1. Man eating a crocodile capture. In the Philippines, the hunt and capture of the man-eating crocodile in the Agusan Marsh were all documented in a video. This particular manhunt was called when a young girl rowing in the marsh was attacked by a giant croc. Philippine crocodile hunters, together with various media teams, joined together as they captured the world's largest croc. The search, the capture, and the transport of this giant water beast were done by about 100 people. Residents and the local government manually lifted and dragged the subdued 1,075-kilogram croc to the mainland, where a truck was waiting to transport him to an eco-park where he resided. The croc was named Lolong after Ernesto Lolong Canete, the lead crocodile hunter who died days before the croc's capture. Honestly, I just hope no more attacks are gonna happen after this croc's capture. Probably not, though. See you all next time!